Hey, what's up YouTube? Afflicted Gamer here, bringing you another Division video. So, I'm going to talk about one of the most sought out guns in the game as of right now, the Showstopper. You're going to see how I have it modded, the talents, along with some gameplay. Let me quickly get out of the way that my breathing is really bad, so if you hear the fan in the background, I'm sorry about that. So, my large underbarrel has accuracy and stability. Stability is a must on the Showstopper because it has a lot of kick to it. The small RDS scope has crit hit chance and accuracy. Crit hit chance could be rerolled for crit hit damage, but this was the best one I had that fit the gun, so I went with that. The talents I have on it are obviously the given Showstopper talent, where the fewer pellets you have in the gun, the more accurate it becomes. It also came with brutal and accurate. Accurate could be rerolled off for, say, destructive or deadly, but I left it as is. Accurate's fine for me. 31.1k base damage, 240 RPM, and 20 in the magazine. So overall, pretty decent rolls for the drop on this Showstopper. Another thing is that people still think that it procs with sentries. Quickly, I'm wearing 5 pieces of sentries gear, and you will see in the gameplay that no, it does not. So for those of you that already knew that, that doesn't apply to you guys. But some people are still asking the question, does it work with the Showstopper, a sentry setup? No, it does not. And here is your proof. There's a headshot. And in a second here, right here, there's another headshot. And no sentries. And as you know, the Showstopper is fully auto, and that's why it does not proc. Any other shotgun with the pellet spread that would have marked that target with the sentry's call mark, and the Showstopper didn't. So the whole point of the video is the pros and cons of the Showstopper, and in the end, the overall opinion I have about this weapon. And the last part that you're going to get to see is really how much kick this weapon has when I am controlling the gun versus not controlling the gun. So let's get into the pros and the cons about the Showstopper. So for one, you can see I was running out of pellets right there. I'm about to reload. The reload speed is pretty damn slow, as is for most shotguns, but the Showstopper does have a really slow reload time. Kind of a bummer. And right here is where I'm zooming in on the target, and you can see it has that kick I was talking about. You're gonna get to see it again, but yeah. And that Showstopper talent, you know how you saw that reticle bloom shrink? The Showstopper talent on paper sounds great. You know, with the fewer shells you have, the more accurate the gun becomes, but that's really not the case. When I'm hitting a target with a shotgun, I'd rather it be something like this. You know, where my reticle bloom isn't as small as a sniper rifle, and I know I'm gonna hit my target. And then, especially with wearing sentries, that's exactly what I would want to happen. I wouldn't want it small like that, where a target can duck, and that's it. Another thing on the con side is that there are no other attachments other than the two, so no extended magazine, so you can't add anything like increased magazine size with weapon damage or crit damage, anything of that sort, which is really unfortunate. They seem to they screw something up with every high-end weapon in this game for the most part, other than say the Midas in its prime. So that's kind of also a downside. Another thing is that, yes, these are very weak enemies, and as you can see, I'm not doing a great deal of damage. So I've had it paired up with the G36, and quickly talking about that reload speed, compared to any other gun in the game, you can tell that it is really bad. It's comparable to, well, LMGs, which you also know are very slow reload times. So that also means that you can't take the Showstopper into anything serious like an incursion or into the dark zone. If you are in a squad in the dark zone, then I'm pretty sure you could have some fun with it, but solo, unless you have this gun mastered, I would not do that. So why did I grind for this thing, you might be wondering? You ranted and raved about it, you complained about it in a video. Well, you know what? I love the Showstopper despite all of those things. Why? Because it's a ton of fun to use. It looks badass. It sounds badass. You know, and you feel like a wrecking machine when you have it. And in gaming, isn't one of the biggest and most important things about gaming having fun? Because in my opinion it is. I'm not going to do something unless I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And the Showstopper, it's a fun weapon to use in the Division, and there are so many different activities in the Division where you can still use the Showstopper. Like exactly what I'm doing right now. High value targets. You can do them on your daily hard missions if you want to, your daily challenge missions, or even some heroic missions you can take them into. You just can't take them into something extremely serious during solo play or into an incursion. You know, so you can still make a lot of fun and get some enjoyment out of using this weapon. Now, here, I just wanted to quickly say, I let myself get hurt on purpose. Unfortunately, my friend proc Survivor Link, and I didn't want him to pop Survivor Link because I wanted to show, again, another point that, you know, unfortunately with the Showstopper, you don't really do that much damage, and that's only a level 32 enemy. So that's why here I'm about to circle around the back of the bus, trying to wait for the Survivor Link to finish. And here, again, trying to control the weapon. I still haven't downed that target, which is crazy. Because if I was to fight, you know, a tougher target, a level 35 target, level 33, 34, I would have an even bigger struggle. So, yeah, you know, those are the downsides. But overall, my opinion about the Showstopper is this, especially for everyone that is on the grind for it. If you want it, go for it. I know I did, and do I regret it? Absolutely not. It is extremely fun to use. Just don't use it in anything serious like I mentioned before, and honestly you'll have fun. It sounds awesome, it looks awesome, and it feels awesome to fire. There's me controlling it, and in a moment you're going to see me just letting it go wild so that you can see both, and then you can change up the mods if you want, if you don't like the way I have mine set up. But anyways guys, thank you so very much for your time. If you did enjoy, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because at 200 subs there will be a giveaway. And leave your comments and thoughts about the Showstopper down below. And anyone that is still out on the grind, I wish you good luck. I will be doing my farm run soon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Again, thanks for watching.